For as long as I can remember, I loved watching martial arts competitions. I learned martial arts watching Bruce Lee movies with my dad as a child. My grandfather was an obsessive boxing addict. Every Christmas when he would come down to visit, I would sit and watch the latest title fights with him. I grew up and got into Kyokushin Karate watching Francisco Filho in K1. Competition is good and important, but it's not everything. I would argue it's not even the most important thing. I got into karate to deal with a schoolyard bully, and through my sensei, learned a lot about Budo and respect. Since the 2000s, with the proliferation of MMA, there is a trend that seems to obsess the entire martial arts world today. If you are not fighting in tournaments or in MMA, you can't be skilled. This is the thought process, and you are probably a fraud. I even saw Bas Rutten on the Joe Rogan podcast. Someone I do respect say every time he meets someone who claims to know a skilled martial artist or a great fighter and finds out that they never fought in a tournament, he immediately calls bullshit. Wow. It seems to have reached a fever pitch in recent years, where no one can be skilled unless they step into the octagon. Tons of YouTube channels have popped up to debunk martial arts, with their sole focus for tearing down anyone who is not a competition fighter. Certainly, we have seen in the 80s a lot of frauds who literally made up a style or were never taught, but they mostly vanished. And people seem to be chasing a ghost which just doesn't exist today. But I have seen people even criticizing Shaolin monks, respected masters who just didn't get into competitions, who don't claim to be the best fighters in the world, but simply that they can teach you something, whose goals in martial arts are mostly spiritual because they don't fight in the UFC. I think this line of thinking is incorrect, that they're frauds. I've gained so much from martial arts. I've gone from an angry, bitter kid getting bullied to what I hope is a productive person, who gives back by teaching underprivileged kids Kyokushin for free. I think martial arts goes beyond fighting. I would say the best people in my life that I've ever met were not fighters in a cage, but people outside, teaching martial arts in an old-fashioned way. I would say it's not even the most important thing about martial arts to be a competition fighter. Though there is certainly some benefit to it, I believe the benefit is incredibly overstated these days. And I certainly don't think getting into a cage and beating someone senseless and talking trash is the pinnacle of what Budo is. But we're told to respect and look up to Conor McGregor like he's a god king, and look at the Shaolin monks or the warriors of old and say they're frauds simply because they won't fight for money. But who am I, right? I'm just some faceless guy on the internet trying to tell you the flip side of another coin, trying to play the devil's advocate, someone who believes in the old ways. So let's hear from some people whose opinions you might respect more than mine. I leave you hopefully with some food for thought.
Kazumi-san that I know from 20 years ago, or 15 years ago, was probably the all-time strongest fighting champion in the full contact styles karate in Japan. And you were definitely a pinnacle that we were all aiming to get to. What did you feel towards practicing and fighting in tournaments back then?
When I was competing, I only thought of winning. But I also felt that karate was more than a sport, and that there must be something to it that went beyond just coming out on top. Over the years, I began to have serious doubts about what I was doing. Even though I had put together a winning record, I started to think seriously about the significance of karate. I wanted to know, what is karate, really? I began to question what I was doing, the way I was approaching this martial art. I now think karate is all about kata.
Up to this fight, the weigh-ins, she was saying all kinds of crazy stuff to you, and you were reciting the Lord's Prayer. What was going through your mind when all this was happening?
There's so much like crap going on in the media, news and stuff, and I just want to try and use my gift of martial arts to try and make this world a better place and change the world. This belt don't mean nothing, man. Just be a good person. That's it. You know, this is extra. This is awesome, but let's just give each other hugs and be nice, man. I mean, I know we fight, but this is entertainment. You know, afterwards, it's nothing.
Rose, out of all the ways that people thought you were going to win this fight, winning by knockout was very low on that list. Where you dropped bombs on her and she tapped due to strikes, and now you are the new strawweight champion of the world. Tell us how you feel.
I feel like a normal person, man. That's it. I'm just regular. Ain't nothing special here.
There's something special whether you admit it or not. Congratulations on an amazing performance. It was an honor to call your fight. Rose Namajunas, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this stuff. This is history here. You're history.
This is garbage. I can say, hey, I bled for garbage.
So this is meaningless.
No, at one time it meant a lot. When you're just a young kid, this is everything to you. But then you realize your priorities change. And you just want your children to be happy and do nice things, and that makes you happy. This is nothing. This is just nothing.